All right, folks, welcome back. Got another unscheduled one today, but I cannot ignore this one. It seems cancel culture, pardon me, it seems cancel culture has come for cancel culture. It was only a matter of time, honestly. The very people screaming, that offends me, no one can do it, are offended by everything. J.K. Rowling was a hero as she lambasted world leaders demanding that they just open their borders as she lived behind armed guards and walls and gates and everything that she could to protect her mansion. I can remember replying to multiple tweets from her with, how many of these poor disassociated migrants have you taken into your multi-room home, agreeing to feed, clothe, and house them until such time as their homeland is safe? I've never been answered by her. But apparently she does not believe that gender is something that can just change on a whim. That you can go from being male to female to neither to both to a dragon in the span of as many seconds. So because she is now deemed transphobic, cancel culture has come for her. Along with many other people. A letter was published in Harper's not long ago, I believe it was just a matter of days, calling for an end to cancel culture. Basically calling for free speech. The very thing that these liberals who are now being canceled demanded we conservatives give up. And of course, they blame the radical right for starting cancel culture. Not true by any means. No one I know of who is actually a conservative, rather than just saying they are, has tried to ruin a career over a personal belief. I personally would never care what a CEO's politics are until they direct them at me in a hateful manner. Case in point, Marcus Lemonis, the CEO of Holiday World. In 2016, after Trump won, he publicly stated, if you voted for Trump, don't shop with me. My reply was, very well, Mr. Lemonis. My money will go elsewhere. That ended up costing him a lot of money because I believe he was a NASCAR driver who had ordered a massive custom RV, but he was conservative and he voted for Trump. So he used Marcus Lemonis' public statement to cancel a contract, get his money back, and go elsewhere. That, in my mind, is the liberal saying, destroy my life. Others have been very, very vocal on politics. Okay? I know for a fact that places I shop are run by liberals. Restaurants I eat at are run by liberals. It's not hard to find this out. Until very recently, I did not let that impact where I shopped. Until Herr Fuhrer down in Austin, Governor Abbott, mandated face masks, that was the only thing determining where I shopped. I shopped with people who were smart enough to not order me to make a medical decision for political reasons. Now, I'm not allowed to in the state of Texas until Governor Abbott either pulls his head out of his rear end or is replaced. But we'll see how well that goes. See if Chad actually does run or what. But those two things, okay, are the only things recently that have determined how and when and where I shop. Until Abbott issued his mandate, I shopped in cities that did not require a mask. I carry a handkerchief, or a bandana basically, so that I have something to cough into, because I do have a cough as a smoker. And I know that that is worrying, and it always has been. When you start coughing, you could spit. So as long as I've been going out, I carry a napkin or a tissue or a paper towel or handkerchief or a bandana or something I cough into it. Or I cough into my elbow. That's just me. Recently, though, we've had companies that are doubling down on vastly liberal policies. They are demanding that police be defunded because of the actions of one cop. They are supporting rioters, not protesters, rioters. And that is a line that they should not cross. I don't understand why saying, I agree your life matters, but so does mine, is such a controversial statement. Life matters. Unless you live in Chicago, where Mayor Lightfoot doesn't care how many people are shot and killed every week by gangs. Unless you are an unborn child in a minority or otherwise poor area where Planned Parenthood, funded by Democrats, will happily kill you. Life doesn't matter there, according to the very people screaming Black Lives Matter. But as black children are shot and killed in Chicago, as they are killed before they even take their first breath, they scream that those things are not part of the issue. You see, if they truly believed that, as they say the saying means, but they won't change the saying, Black Lives Matter as too, like I matter as well, if they truly believed it, they would have had Mayor Lightfoot out of office long ago, replaced by someone who would tell the police, stop the gang activity, who would tell citizens, oh, you have a constitutional right, you may exercise it. They would have told Planned Parenthood to get out. But you see, that's not how cancel culture works. Cancel culture is only aimed at things the people in charge of the far left hate. That being anything that affects their power. And it's going to end up backfiring horrifically on them. Because it's going to end up being directed right back at the people screaming for it to happen. And only when the leaders of the left are canceled by this cancel culture will they realize that they are their own worst enemy. I don't know. I had to talk about it because I find it ironic the very people who scream, you can't say that, are now telling the people saying it, they can't say you can't say that. They're quite literally now saying, you agree with me on 99.9% of things, but because of that 0.01%, you are no longer valid. They literally demand that you be a clone of them, or you're not allowed to exist. It's very sad. It's also very entertaining to watch the left implode. That's all I've got for this one. Let me know what you think. As always, be civil in the comments. We are adults. We can converse civilly without regressing. So please do so. Please remember to like and share the video so that the algorithm sees that people are enjoying the content and so that more people see it, as well as remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you know of all new content like this that's off schedule. We will have a video launching on Wednesday that will cover the last little bit of information before we dig into the actual revolution from 1776. Until then, everyone have a wonderful day.